Who have you loved into being today? Good morning, everyone. This is Henry at Bidwell. I hope you're having a great day and enjoying God's mercies that are new every morning. This might sound like a strange question, who have you loved into being? It comes from the late Fred Rogers of Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. In 1997, Rogers received a Lifetime Achievement Award at the Emmys. He talked about what it meant to be loved into being. During his speech, he said this: "So many people have helped me to come to this night. Some of you are here. Some are far away. Some are in heaven. All of us have special ones who have loved us into being. Would you just take, along with me, 10 seconds to think of the people who have helped you become who you are, those who have cared about you and wanted what was best for you in life. Now 10 seconds of silence. I'll watch the time." And right there on national television, there was a 10-second pause of silence with high-powered celebrities in the audience, their eyes filled with tears because they were so touched by the question. It's a great question. Who has loved you into being? Who has helped you become who you are? And I hope you'll think about it. Perhaps another great question is, who are you currently loving into being? And of course, answering the question of who has loved you into being can help us with the second question of who I am loving into being, because it helps us think about what behaviors of love look like. Jesus gave us a clue toward this when he said, "Greater love has no one than this, to lay down one's life for one's friends." Jesus explained to us that it is when we sacrifice the most, we are loving well. Jesus is telling the disciples that since Jesus' main task was to love them into being, their task for one another is to love each other into being the person God has made him or her to be. And this verse is preceded by the new command that Jesus so coined, which is to love one another. This week, take some time learning, if not memorizing, John 15, verses 12 to 13, and reflecting on their meaning. And I want you to identify people you can love into being. Don't tell them you're doing it. Simply choose them and see the person God is calling them to be, and show them true, unconditional, and most importantly, sacrificial love. And I want to encourage you to do this with those you know to be friends with Jesus. The reason is that this passage was written to Christians for Christians. This isn't a command to love your neighbor, though we know that is important. This command is to love one another, to love your fellow Christian, and to do so by modeling your life after Christ. Our modeling this within Christian circles is incredibly important because it models Christ-likeness, and it also promotes our witness to the broader community. And if you're watching this and don't know Christ, then consider for yourself what this love looks like. And think about how you can know more about this Jesus who taught and demonstrated perfect love. So who is this person or people you'll love into being this week? Would you just take, along with me, 10 seconds to think of the people you will intentionally love with sacrifice? I'll watch the time. Have a great week.